Good morning and welcome to my weekly resellers scavenger hunt. What I do each week is I highlight a I highlight a product that is selling well on eBay and kind of give you a little glimpse at the solds. So when you are heading out and going garage selling, estate sales, thrift stores, auctions, any of that stuff out in the wild, you have a little bit more knowledge that can help you source for these items. So this week, let me click here on my things here. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to the wrong one. Whoops. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you guys today are what they call, I think it's called ephemera. I think I'm saying that right, which is like vintage papers and stuff like that. So we're going to look at postcards. I've been hanging out in some of the online auctions on YouTube, and there are sellers who are auctioning off ephemera lots. So you get a lot of 100 postcards or 100 old photographs or real estate documents, just really unusual items. And I've never really paid attention to a lot of them. But I will tell you that probably 10 years ago, I was at a garage sale and they had a box, and it was when I was just a part-time, maybe sold 10 items a year on eBay. I just didn't do it very often. But I found a box in the free pile of old photographs and just papers, and I took them and I sold them on eBay, and I was surprised what I got for pricing. I can tell you now, if I had that same box now, I would have sold them individually and probably made so much more money because the knowledge I have is so much more. And even then, my knowledge isn't even that great. All right, so this is a postcard, which is, I think, probably, it may have been a picture turned into a postcard. Well, obviously it's a picture, but I don't know if it was like a picture print and then they just, they make them into postcards. So it's a used postcard dated 1909. So it's a picture of a bank of Half Moon Bay, and it looks like it was from California. Went for $765. Here's a lot of vintage postcards from the 1930s. This one went for $400. I have some of these. For my in-laws, I put together, I think I took like a frame where you would put 3 photos, like three by 5 photos. You put 3 of them in it on top of each other. And I got postcards that were for the town that they lived in and grew up in their whole life, and gave that to them one year as a Christmas gift. And the pictures or the postcards look very similar to this, where it's kind of like that added watercolor look to them. So this lot went for $400. A lot of like older holiday stuff, or this one's a Halloween postcard. Just one postcard went for $394. It's another postcard. This one is, let's see, New Haven, Prospect Street, Derby, Connecticut. It's just a house. These houses may not be there anymore. They may have been torn down and that's turned into a Walmart now. Who knows? I'm just guessing. But this one went for $382. Look at the second picture. So it's an unused postcard. This one's a small cabinet card photo of Lincoln's tomb. So when you're going through estate sales, specifically estate sales, or if you're doing, like, obviously if you're into buying storage units, then you probably are already familiar with this type of stuff. But these are the type of things that when somebody's clearing out somebody's house, they don't know the value. They just throw it into a big pile, big box. Look under the tables, look in those, bend down and look. You might see some books. Pick up the books, look underneath it, because there might be a pile of these postcards and photos and stuff like that you just wouldn't even see if you didn't take the time just to kind of look in the box. This is a vintage Halloween postcard. Just plain old, like, it's not, to me, it just doesn't look like it's that Special. It's in great condition though. And it does see, if you see down here, the date says, I think this is 1913. Such in great condition for a 1913. 1 cent the cost of mail back then. $342. And here's vintage postcards, Christmas ones with Santa Claus. So somebody took these and put them into like an album. You can see they got 96 cards are in this one. Valentine's Day. So it's not just Christmas, it's other holidays. Mostly Christmas though. Yeah, $285 plus shipping. And this one is a Disneyland Sleeping Beauty Castle, 1956. I can't tell. It looks like the postcard probably was shaped like that at the top, the clouds. I'm thinking down below, I don't know if it's ripped or, I mean, it looks like it might be some damage down there in the corner, but I don't know, $257, $29 in shipping to ship one postcard. Wow. These are of South Korea. They're black and white photographs. They went for $495. So if you had family that took a trip, took some photos on their trip from the 1940s. Here's one of a man in traditional costume, the Balkans, and then it says New York. So posing for his photo. See what the backside looks like. Okay, so this is where it shows that it's New York. $460 for that picture. And this one's $447. It's so a lot of military, when I was looking, if you have any photos of military family members, this one said the Civil War. And they have these things called tintypes. And that's what I found in that box, was a lot of tintypes at that garage sale for free. So these are, I say nobody special, but there's not a specific name to the people. It is a family photos. So again, you'd find those at estate sales. Here's one from the Korean War. 35 millimeter slides. This one went for $373. I wonder if my dad had any photos from when he was serving in the military. I know I got some of him himself, but so this is Akron, Brady, Anna, Long Lake, Ohio. A bunch of women in their bathing suits. People like to get pictures like this that just show like what people were wearing at the time, what was the fashion. This is a whole photo album of just family photos. Went for $430. And then there were a lot of photos, the majority of them that were in the higher price area for solds. I didn't include some because there are a lot of nude photos of women, like a ton of nude photos of women. So if you come across any nude photos, even if it's not like fully nude where it's showing all the parts, but just, it shows that the person is nude, rear ends, that kind of stuff, they are going for some good money. And then there was obviously back in the day, I mean, imagine in the 1960s being a gay man, how hard it was. So here's some photos of just 3 gay men. I'm assuming they're gay. $399 for that one photo. It's just a great price for that. And then just because obviously some people who know that if you use naked, nude, or anything like that in your title, you're getting certain people that are going to be looking at your photos. I read this and thinking it was going to be naked or nude people, and all it is naked legs. But they put that keyword in there to get people to look. And this is just one photo from 1962 of these four females. Looks like 3 of them are probably children, and maybe the mom. From 1962 went for $455. And last but not least is this Marilyn Monroe calendar. So how many people see old calendars and they just are like, throw them away? Who wants a 1953 calendar? In this one, it's Marilyn Monroe. I'm not even sure I would have known that was her. I mean, it's this furniture store. So I would have been like, oh, an old calendar from a furniture store. Well, here we go with Marilyn Monroe on it from 1953. And this sold for $385 with 36 bids. That shows you where if you were to find something like this and you had multiples of them for some reason, let's say you were clearing out, I don't know, somebody's house, estate sale. And again, when I think of these things, I think a lot of estate sales and auction, not auction, but well, I guess auction if you're buying storage units. And let's say it's an old furniture store that closed many, many years ago, and the people still had all this stuff sitting in their attic or their basement or in a storage unit, and you go in there and you find a whole box of these calendars that they were given away, but they didn't give them all out, but they still have the box of them. You could do very well. 36 bids. I don't know how many bidders were on it. It could be 2 people that were competing that whole time, but so that is what I got for you this week. Get out there, look at the ephemera, I guess it's called, that you see, and take a look at it. And again, it doesn't have to be anybody who is like a Marilyn Monroe. It can just be family photos, and they seem to be doing very well. Hey, if you like this kind of content and you're finding some knowledge that you're getting from it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not. Hit the bell notification. It'll let you know when I post videos. Each week, usually on Thursdays, I will post this scavenger hunt video. It gives you the opportunity just to learn a little bit, maybe something you didn't know. If you want to dig deeper into this, I highly suggest you just go onto eBay. I put in vintage photographs, vintage postcards, clicked on solds, and then just kind of went through them to find these items to show you today. So I suggest you go ahead and do the same, and you can find other stuff that might be of value for you. All right, thanks a lot so much for watching. Have a great weekend and enjoy the hunt. Bye.